Oh my God. I'll have to take this on video and zoom in. I can probably zoom in here. Hold on. Look at how pixelated the reflections on the car is in performance mode. Hold on. Look how pixelated that is. You guys see how bad that is? Do you see how pixelated this is? Look at that. What is this, a fucking PS2 game? Look how bad that is. Nah, y'all got any more of them pixels? That looks horrible. So they basically downgraded the graphics in performance mode to make the frames not drop. That looks so bad. That looks so bad. Let's act like those are heat waves. Yeah, right? That's bad. Now watch. I'll go back to graphics mode, right? You see the difference? You see the difference, right? You see the difference? Nah, dude, that's crazy. Look at the difference. Look how bad that gets. Oh my God. Oh my God. So that's how they got it to run better. All right, so as you can see, stream, chat, the video has frozen, but I can still do the menu. So not a good start. See how the graphics look. Let's see. And honestly, it doesn't look any different, if I'm being honest. I don't know if there's a way to calculate FPS on PlayStation. Like, I don't know if there's a meter that shows you. I know they have the ping packet loss thing. Nah, it's still broken. No, look at that. That's so bad. Okay, yep. Ooh, how the fuck do you open this game? All right, so here's the deal. We're going to get a hypercar out, and we're going to go to performance mode, and we're going to see if we drop frames. Oh, this is not the route I was thinking about. Still works though. I mean, look at the shadows on the back of the car. It's all grainy looking. So we'll have to see quality mode during the day. I mean, they've definitely fixed performance mode. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but when you were in cockpit, pretty much no matter what speed you were going, it rip that guy, it would stutter and drop frames like crazy. Like, didn't matter, it didn't matter what race, what car. So they definitely fixed that, right? I'll give that to them. 2 months after launch though, and it's only, I don't know if we're getting 60 frames now, but yeah, we would have been getting stutters, especially like crashing around and shit. The performance mode is definitely better. I mean, like, just look how bad the graphics look from in here though. You know what I mean? Like, look at everything in the distance, like not rendering properly. Look at like the railings on the, like, the side of the road. Like, sure, performance mode I guess runs better, but look how graphically bad it looks. It's grainy, it's pixelated. I want to see like the daytime shadows on the car. That's what I want to see. Okay, hold on. First off, hold up. You guys see that? You guys see that above me? Do you see all the artifacting in the motherfucking sky? It's still there. It is still there. That has been my biggest complaint with this game. All the artifacting in the sky. See all the black squiggles above me? So they did a performance and graphics patch for the PS5, and you are still getting all the artifacting in the sky. I mean, you can't make it up, dude. It's been 2 months and you can't fix that. It's sad. It's fucking sad. Trying to drive around, nobody's in my lobby. Yeah, I didn't see anybody in the hotel. It is early, and most people don't care anymore. Look at that. Look at how bad that is. And this is on graphics mode. Look at that shit. Oh my god. But I mean, like, look at the car now that we're in the daylight in graphics mode, right? You still have that weird, like, sheen on the reflection of the car that just looks flat. Custom car setups? No, they didn't fix the sliders. Let's say I gained a good 5 to 10 FPS. Shadows don't tank the performance as much. Yeah, they did say the shadows don't take as much resource anymore. What are those extra shadows on the ends of my car? You see that? They're like two little nuts off like the rear wheels of my car. You see that? That's weird. That was never there before. Artifacting still in the sky before I move back to performance. I mean, look at the shadows still don't look good on the car in daytime. It looks like it's just got a flat, almost like you went to Home Depot and took clear coat and just did like one shitty coat, right? I mean, look at the shadows, pixelated shadows dancing on the back. All right, let's go to performance mode. Shadows still look bad. Oh my god. Yeah, that doesn't look good. It looks horrible. Because like even in cockpit, it doesn't, the frames aren't dropping anymore. But look how bad it looks. Look at how grainy and pixelated the cars are. Right? Look how things pop in. Look how bad things look. So that's what they did. They dumbed down the graphics to make it run better. So I wouldn't call this a fix at all. I mean, this looks like shit, honestly. Right? If we go to performance mode in cockpit, it'll look better. Yeah, this looks better, right? It's not a huge difference, but it looks better. The cars actually render and look fine. On Xbox, game looks better. Nah, everybody's saying the game looks better. They're lying. Yeah, 100% they did something to the draw distance. They lowered the graphic quality and they lowered the draw distance to make performance mode run better. I mean, look at the... What is that? Hold on. Let me zoom that in for you guys. I mean, you can see the pixels, right? What is that doing? What, you see the guardrail? What is the guardrail doing? What is that? What even is that? I think they released the wrong update. Oh man. All right. Hey, look at the what the fuck are the shadows doing? What is that? What are the shadows doing? They never did that before. I mean, the shadows were already, you know, were goofy, right? But what? They're just dancing. But yeah, I mean, you're right, 100%. Here, I'll turn it all the way up. Listen to this idle. It's like, it does not, yeah, the idle did change, you're right. All right, boys, we just ended stream. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Major patch 2 is here. We went over the patch notes yesterday. Main things is there was no big server maintenance. They didn't even shut them down. So server side, I'm not expecting much. We did try multiple instant challenges, multiple ranked races, and all that stuff. And not once did I get a race error, lobby error, race disconnect. But it's hard to say if that's actually fixed because, well, besides the two people here that joined me on stream, Ice and Meme, also thank you, boys. I didn't see another player. at all. Nobody. Oh no, the person we found was meme. We didn't find any other players. Nobody in the open world. Let's look now. How do I see? These two are somewhere on the map. But I re-downloaded the game, so I didn't see the patch. People were saying the patch for PS5 was like 450 megabytes, and then for Xbox it was like 4.5 gigs. So if this is a PS5, mainly a PS5 patch, I don't know why it was so low. But look, here's the deal. We didn't get disconnected from the server. I will say, when I was loading into the game, the video that plays in the background when you hit continue or options froze. So I was like, well, we're not off to a good start with that. We tried performance mode. We tried quality mode. So quality mode, if you remember, at launch was supposed to be 4K 30 frames. And then they changed it to 1440 30 frames. And then in their news, it said quality mode was going from 1080p to 1440p. Quality mode was always supposed to be 1440. Performance mode was supposed to be 1080. So we got lied to. I honestly do not notice a difference in graphical quality in quality mode. And I played 150 hours of this game in quality mode. There's no difference. The shadows look worse. I went, and like I said, in quality mode, the biggest issue that's bugged me is the artifacting in the sky. The artifacting in the sky is still present. It's still just as bad as ever. So if you're going to do a graphical update, how about you fix that? So that's a lose in my book, right? Performance mode, even before, when you would switch from quality to performance, you would notice how fluid it is. You can notice more frames, right, in the menus and just how the camera movement is. The biggest issue with performance mode was going through races in a city or driving a hypercar very fast. I will say that performance mode does perform better. There are still micro stutters. There's still even regular stutters from time to time. The more I played, the worse it got. I just want to point that out. You will still see stutters in performance mode. But before, especially if you were in cockpit, it was basically unplayable because of how much it stuttered. It is smoother now in cockpit mode, but in cockpit mode, the graphic quality is very pixelated. The draw distance is worse than it ever has been. I'll show clips, but you notice a big drop. Like it's like they took the graphics and turned them down to like 720p. The shadows are even worse. Now the shadows are like dancing. They're jagged. The shadows look like jagged triangles, like teeth. Yeah, performance mode doesn't stutter as much and definitely has higher FPS, but it's definitely not 60 frames and it definitely still stutters. It's more playable in cockpit view, but you still get stutters, and the game does visibly look worse in performance mode. When I had a clip where I went from quality mode to performance mode, and just looking at the daytime reflections on your car, quality mode, smooth, it still had that like sheen that is not reflective. It's more just like if you take like saran wrap and put it on the car, it just doesn't look right. It's not how a car reflection should look. You go from quality mode to performance mode, the car got pixelated. We even zoomed it in on screen, and I'll zoom it in on this video, but the car graphically got pixelated. It looked worse than a mobile game. So sure, they upped the FPS, but they dumbed down the graphics and they dumbed down the shadows. So is it better? No, they should have. The graphics already don't look that great in performance mode, especially. So they should have kept the graphics how it was and upped their performance, not made the graphics even worse to give you a little bit of FPS, but still have the game stutter. But like I said, we didn't get disconnected. I'd be very curious, right? Anybody that's played, please let me know if you've had any lobby errors, race disconnects, race errors, infinite loading screen, hard crashes. I'm not going to sit here and play it enough to find out. There's been times in the past where I had days where I play for 3 to 5 hours no problems. And then there'd be days I play where I had a disconnect every 15 minutes. The game's always been hit or miss, so it's hard to say off of playing for an hour and a half if the servers are better, but you also got to figure nobody's playing the game. There's nobody in the hotel. I had these two gentlemen join me, but outside of that, nobody's in the game. So of course the servers are going to run better. Nobody's playing. So those are my thoughts. I'll throw the clips up while I was talking here, and you know, that's pretty much it, boys. So you know the drill. Subscribe, come back. Motorfest content dropping very soon, like today, very soon after this video. Come check out year 2. You know the drill. Subscribe, come back. See you on the next one.